SA 500 Audit Evidence. SA 500 addresses the auditor's duty to create and execute audit procedures to acquire adequate and relevant audit evidence for forming reasonable conclusions to support the auditor's opinion. Additionally, it clarifies the nature of audit evidence in the context of auditing financial statements. What is audit evidence? Audit evidence refers to the data that auditors utilize to form the conclusions upon which their opinions are founded. This evidence encompasses both the data found within the financial statements, accounting records, and other relevant information. Today we are going to delve into the practical application of SA 500, which deals with the crucial aspect of audit evidence. This standard outlines the auditor's responsibilities in creating and implementing audit procedures to gather adequate and appropriate evidence, which forms the basis for reasonable conclusions upon which to ground the auditor's opinion. Let's break down SA 500 into its practical uses. Objective of the auditor. The primary objective of the auditor is to design and execute audit procedures in a manner that facilitates the acquisition of sufficient and relevant audit evidence. This evidence is essential for forming reasonable conclusions that underpin the auditor's opinion. Information to be used as audit evidence. Before relying on any information as audit evidence, the auditor must assess its significance and reliability. When utilizing information provided by a management expert, it's critical to evaluate the expert's competence, objectivity, and the appropriateness of their work. Similarly, when relying on information generated by the entity itself, the auditor should evaluate the reliability, completeness, and accuracy of the information. Audit procedures to obtain audit evidence. Now, let's talk about how audit evidence is obtained. It involves two key steps. Risk assessment procedures. Auditors begin by conducting risk assessment procedures. These help identify areas of potential risk and guide the audit process by highlighting where closer scrutiny is needed. Additional audit procedures. These include testing controls and substantive procedures. Substantive procedures are used to gather direct evidence about the financial statement assertions, while testing controls assess the effectiveness of internal controls over financial reporting. Inconsistency in or doubts over reliability of audit evidence. Auditors must remain vigilant. If they encounter inconsistencies in or have doubts about the reliability of audit evidence, it's their responsibility to address the issue. This may involve adjusting or enhancing audit procedures. Furthermore, auditors should consider the potential impact of such issues on other aspects of the audit. Now, let's put this into context with a practical example. Imagine Auditor Sarah, tasked with auditing XYZ Enterprises for the fiscal year 2020 to 1923. She's particularly focused on verifying international sales revenue, which involves value-added tax, VAT, payments and automatic refunds after shipment. Here is how SA 500 guides her. Sarah inquires about the company's revenue recognition criteria and discovers it's based on shipping invoices. She has doubts about this method. Sarah finds a discrepancy: 3 sales invoices from March 2023, totaling $100,000, weren't recognized as revenue for 2020 to 1923 because the shipping invoices were issued in April 2023. To address this and challenge the management's assertion, Sarah relies on SA 500. She examines the actual shipping invoices to verify the dates. She reviews shipping records, cargo manifests, and communication with shipping companies to determine when the goods were shipped. She checks internal and external correspondence for insights into revenue recognition. She scrutinizes sales contracts to ensure compliance with revenue recognition policies. By diligently examining these sources of audit evidence, Sarah aims to uncover the truth behind revenue recognition and comply with SA 500's requirements, which emphasize obtaining reliable and sufficient audit evidence. This ensures her conclusions are based on solid ground and allows her to challenge any management assertions that may appear dubious. In summary, SA 500 is not just a set of guidelines, it's a practical tool that auditors like Sarah use to ensure the integrity and accuracy of financial statements through the acquisition of robust audit evidence. It's a fundamental element in maintaining trust and transparency in financial reporting.